Finally have a peach that's ripe. It's squishy. So this one's feeling soft right here. So I was gonna pick that one. And hopefully leave everything else on that's not soft, but I can go try that one and see how close it is. This one's pretty green still. That one's got another day. I'll go try this one. I got my first peach off my early Alberta peach that was grown from seed, and I want to cut into it and try it and see how close it is or how true it is to the other early Alberta trees that we have, and see if it's like a cling free as well. So I'm going to cut into that and see. Okay, I finally picked my early Alberta peach, and I wanted to see if it grows as true to seed. It looks just like the peaches I get out of my father-in-law's orchard. And I did, the only peach trees that he has out there are early Alberta peach trees. You okay, Rowie? But I want to see how true it is to seed. Three years. It took me 3 years to grow the tree from seed. It is freestone. Oh, that looks exactly like early Alberta's, huh? On your dad's. That's crazy. This one, I may have jumped the gun and picked it a little too early, but it still looks pretty juicy and firm. Yep, it tastes exactly like his. So I've got other peaches out here on this tree. There's probably a dozen or so. Looks like something was eating that top one up there. Yeah, that one's ripe. It's ready to be picked. A bird or something. But it's cool, after 3 years I finally know. After 3 years I finally know that a peach can grow true to seed. There's a lot of like nurseries and stuff and farmers that say you can't grow it from seed and it'll be true to seed, and it's cool that it does work. So there is probably some different disease resistance and stuff where it's not grafted onto a rootstock that's better, but I'll keep you updated and see how they do next year and probably the year after, and just let you know how it does. But you can grow a peach from seed, which is awesome. And it tastes exactly the same because it was probably pollinated by other early Alberta blossoms. So if you probably have two peach trees right next to each other, they probably could get cross-pollination and make a new peach, but these ones are pretty true to the early Alberta. So this is the tree that bore fruit, and then I had one on that side die and then one on this side die, peach tree borer, but then I dug them all out and got rid of them, peach tree borers. And then I have these two trees. I think this one set two peaches, but then they dropped. So next year I'll get to see the fruit on this one and what it's like, and then also that one. I've noticed that peach trees grown from pit or from the seed, they do grow a lot more than like the other two that I planted that were grafted. Like it seems like I've already pruned. I pruned at the beginning of the year on these ones, and I also pruned, I don't know if you can see that, I did a summer solstice pruning too, just because there's so much growth on these. So I'll update you on that too in the spring and show you what the pruning's like on these versus one that's been grafted.
Peaches, 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 peaches. I love